Hey guys, welcome back to Callus Crew Challenge, round of 8. This is a deciding elimination match. It's going to be between Osgoode on the alt Yo Mama, or Yo Mamba, which is basically Yo Mama, and Eduardo Carapenga, that's Kenix on the top. Like I said, it's an elimination match. Unfortunately for the old gen viewers and old gen narrators like myself, both of the previous matches have been in Fairy Gens. They weren't on YouTube. This is the first that you are seeing of this series, and it's going to be the last because, like I said, this is the final match. If you guys do want to check out those matches, join my Discord server. There's a link in the description. All the matches and replays are there. There's also all the replays from all my previous tournaments. You can hang out with the players. You could play a really cool and challenging ADV trivia bot. And most importantly, you could donate to the tour if you want to help us reach our target number of 900 smackaroonies before the end of this. We're at 760 something right now. We're close, but we're not quite there. So, Discord name changers, Osgoode's team against the Timezone Warriors for Kenix. Some black-white action. No clue, to be perfectly honest with you, where either of these guys stand in black-white. Osgoode, I think, dabbled in it a million years ago in Pokemon Online days. Couldn't tell you anything more than that. Kenix, I have never seen him play a black-white game in my life. Doesn't mean that he doesn't play it, but I'm not familiar. That's where we are. Let's see what happens. Here's the game. Best of 3. They're both on alts, but Osgoode's on the bottom. Kenix is on the top. And it's Terrakion against Gastrodon in the lead positions. They both stay in. Scald doesn't crit or burn. Terrakion lives to fight another day, but close combat is going to be resisted by Gliscor. Takes that just fine. Did manage to get rocks down. And Taunt is not going to prevent a faster Protect. Stone Edge, lack of anything better to do. And EQ for the KO. So we've got rocks and some damage on Gliscor in exchange for the life of the Terrakion. Though the Gliscor is going to heal up here with more Protect and Poison Heal shenanigans. Gastro appears. Starmie showed Ice Beam twice. No freeze there, which is the only thing that really would have mattered. Going to go for it again. And the damage is going to be recovered away. Like I said, it really is freeze or bust here. Ice Beams, damage-wise, not that exciting. That Scald also doesn't find a burn, but Breloom is not going to stay in. And there is a Superpower. Hidden Power going to take out Scizor, so the lead getting bigger now for Kenix. And maybe Garchomp will get Osgoode back into it as he goes for SD. Earthquake on a blank there. And a Protect. Outrage there going to be protected against, but crucially, the toxic damage is going to add up more and more. Magnezone going to be foddered, and Garchomp has no choice in the matter. It is locked on Outrage. Poison really starting to add up now. And T-Tar going to come in for the finishing blow. Crunch will suffice. Garchomp down, and the lead even bigger for Kenix. There's DD. And DD again. Ice Beam going to be survived, barely, but the Sand is not. That very well may have been a damage roll, which is quite unfortunate because I believe the +2/+2 Dragonite there had a reasonable shot if it had lefties, which I wasn't paying enough attention. It didn't, so maybe the Sand would have killed it either way. That seemed like a damage roll situation, but either way, this one unclose. Going to be a sub-20 turn victory for Kenix here over Osgoode. So here's game 2, which Osgoode must win to keep the underdog run of the Discord name changers alive, or it'll be the Timezone Warriors through to the semifinals where they would face, or whoever wins this would face, the yet-to-be-determined winner of Fake Booty and Packs on Stacks. Here's game 2. Osgoode's on the bottom again. Kenix is on the top again. More Gastrodon action from Kenix's team. Somewhat similar to the previous, but certainly not identical. We've got Sand against Rain here. And neither player has established weather just yet. There is a Focus Punch on Skarm for a lot. And someone told me how to pronounce this before. Someone gave it to me in the comments. Reuniclus. How'd I do? Reuniclus? For whatever reason, it just that one. It's not a super hard word. It just it just doesn't click with me. It just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. I'll get it one of these days, perhaps, if I watch, follow, play enough black white, but not exactly my bread and butter tier. Body slam there does find a para, not that it really matters against the magic guard. And there's Thunder coming back. That para does matter. Here comes Skarm. Wish floating. Rachi going to keep it for itself. Skarm is also going to heal up with a Roost. They're both back to very healthy. Hazard advantage for Kenix here. Second layer of spikes. Neither one has established rocks, though. Key difference, of course, being one of them has a spinner, one does not. Osgoode's got that Tentacruel. Icicle Crash. And Whirlwind, and the Rain. So that was a good sequence for Osgoode. He got relevant damage on the Skarm, and he managed to establish weather. This is also good. Instead of surfing into something that's just going to eat it up, he's going to land Toxic instead on the Gastro. Multiple good things there happen for Osgoode. Like his position now a little bit in this relatively even game up to this point, but couple good ones there in a row. And as I say that, he does let his Tentacruel get hit by an EQ, which is not so good, but he does get a rapid spin-off, so maybe it was worth it. However, he's got to get out of the way here, and he does not. So, couple good ones for Osgoode. Now, probably not so good. Tentacruel probably in trouble here. Does land at least a Toxic on the way up, but Crunch takes him down, and the lead goes over to Kenix, who's already up a game. Rocks established for both players as the Toxic continues on the Tar. And there's Earthquake, even game, 5 a whack, and rocks for both players. So I'm not clear who's winning here. Seems like anybody's game. That HPI certainly helps for Kenix. And all that Osgoode could do back is U-turn out of the way. He does establish weather, though, and he will win the weather war because the T-Tar's gone. He cannot reestablish sand. It's going to be rainy for the rest of the battle, which is obviously beneficial to Osgoode. Here comes Loom. And there is Recover, which is a nice safe thing to sneak it in on. See what Loom can do from this position. Reuniclus, Reuncle Cluse. I'll never get it. Reuniclus has reappeared. Seed Bomb Combined coming down. Seed Bomb again, 28%. And Recover. Seems like an annoying poke for Osgoode. Perhaps a Mon that he has trouble breaking in this position. More CM. More Seed Bomb. Very exciting gameplay here. Attack, recover, attack, recover. It's where we want to be. There is a Psyshock popping the sub, of course. Gonna sub again. More Psyshock. Going through the motions, it seems. Don't know what the out is here for Osgoode. Don't know how he beats this guy. Full para kicks in finally. Subs it up. And Psyshock. Lottie coming in now. And there's a sub there as well. Gonna protect, see what the Lottie wants to do. And taking advantage of the rain from his opponent, it is just Surf. Focus Punch coming down, which is obviously going to be successful from behind a sub. Surf pops said sub, and Lottie takes a decent chunk. Draco Meteor, however, is going to remove Politoed and give Kenix the lead again, though, like I said, the rain is going to be there to stay despite the Pokemon advantage for Kenix. Floating that Wish. And gonna keep it for himself. Back up to full health is the Rachi. Gastrodon still poisoned from before. Here comes Skarm, pretty low. Could die to an attack here. But Osgoode again opts for Wish, and that's not going to prevent a Roost if Kenix goes for that. Instead, opting for Whirlwind. It's going to be Lando, which is actually good for Osgoode because that's a Mon that wants to be hit with the Wish. There's the Roost. And Gastro reappears. One more Icicle Crash is going to take out the Gastro, and now Lottie's here. 4-4 situation. Rachi again might threaten Skarm here, but it's going to go for Roost anyway. And it's just Wish. Rachi hasn't shown anything but Body Slam and Wish, so we don't actually know what his attacks are. But he does at least paralyze the Skarm here with the Body Slam. Wish and Spikes. And there is Rachi coming in. Jirachi and Skarm both fully paralyzed here. Full para again for both, so 2 turns of full para. And that's going to be a 3rd full para in a row against Kenix. Finally, Memo comes in, but the hazards are starting to add up. 2 layers of spikes and rocks. That's a 3rd layer of spikes that Osgoode could no longer remove. And again, they double full para. Wish again on yet another full para. Lots and lots and lots of that in this game. Will Lando receive the Wish? Nope. Whirlwind for Mamo. That's not going to receive Wish either. Dies to the hazards. And the advantage again goes to Kenix. It has never felt to me, maybe in the early stages of this game, maybe, but it's never felt like Osgoode has been truly ahead at any point during this. And we're back to this matchup, which neither one seemed thrilled with before. Here comes Lottie. And it's just going to be sub. Last time Focus Punch did 50-something, so Lottie should survive if we go that way. And it's just going to be Surf again, taking advantage of the rain, which we know will pop the sub. Focus Punch here won't kill without a crit, though. And it doesn't come. 13% Lottie's left with, but it's locked on Surf. Here comes Rachi to eat it. It's not locked on Surf. I lied. I thought it had choice whatever on it. Shows how much I know. So it gets a recover off. Kate leaves us in a 4-3. Body Slam coming down. Brave Bird. Good on Breloom. Not so good on Jirachi. Back to full health. Wish floating yet again. Hard time passing it, though, because of all the hazards. Maybe Lando. Gonna survive the Brave Bird. Largely due to the attack reduction from the Lando coming in the first place with the Intimidate. And Roos is going to come down, but not before Knockoff gets rid of Rocky Helmet. You turning out, probably to Rachi. Yeah, I mean, Osgoode's team is pretty resilient here, but he's not putting any meaningful pressure on Kenix. That's the problem. I could see how we could not lose for a while, but having a hard time figuring out how Osgoode wins the game. But he's working on it. He goes for Paraflinch there and doesn't get it. He does manage to get the Breloom in relatively safely here, so maybe this is one way to do it. Gonna Focus Punch now. And gonna sub up. Psyshock coming down. Protect. And Psyshock again. Man, this has been a grind here, but I stand by my very non-expert black-white assessment of it feels... I mean, Osgoode is staying alive and being resilient, but like, is he putting any meaningful pressure on? Is he doing damage to anything on the other side? How is he working towards winning? It feels like Osgoode is doing a lot of not losing, but not a lot of winning, if you know what I mean, if you understand the distinction that I mean there. Osgoode needs to win this game and a third game, or his team, the Discord Name Changers, will be out. And it's just a lot of stall going on here. Substitute PP could become a factor if we really grind this out. He's only got 4 of them left, so those substitutes are not forever. Fishing for full power that never comes. And there's a Protect as Lottie comes in, which we know now is, or I mean, you guys probably knew all along, but I know now He's not locked on choice, whatever. He can switch up his moves. Draco Meteor there kills the Jirachi. That may speed up the end of this game. Osgoode goes to Lando, seeing what he can do. And it's U-turn. Only has one choice as to what to turn to. So here's the Loom. We know the Lando has HP Ice. We saw it earlier. Protect. And, well, of course, HP Ice. Both pokes are weak to it. Breloom going to survive, but would have needed a crit there with Seed Bomb, and I believe he is now in some trouble. There's Protect. Maybe he can live Hidden Power. Yep, he hangs on. And there's the Seed Bomb, so he does get the kill, but that leaves him in a pretty tough spot here against the Lati. Gonna go for Focus Punch and play for the recover or the choke from Kenix, but he doesn't buy in. He just clicks Surf. Should be able to do that one more time. And with that, Osgoode is going to concede. Kenix, who, like I said, I had never seen play Black-White before, so really no idea what to expect one way or another, is going to pull this one out. It's going to be a 2-0 victory over Osgoode. So the good run, the top 25% run for the Discord name changer is going to come to an end. And it's going to be the Timezone Warriors, Sky Penguin, Arctic, and Kenix through to the top 4 of this tournament, where they will face the yet-to-be-determined winner of Packs on Stacks and Fake Booty. If you guys enjoyed the video, which, yeah, I wouldn't blame you if not. I don't know anything about Black-White. Go ahead and click the thumbs up button. If you want to see more, keep in touch with this tournament, blah, blah. Hit the subscribe button, join the Discord. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one.